What's up, Insta? No, where am I at? I'm on YouTube. What's up, YouTube? Got a shadow. Got a shadow from my light. Working with used yarn. So I'm just checking some things. Need to do a chain two into that stitch, double crochet. Okay, another chain two into that stitch, double crochet, chain two. There we go. There we go. There we go. Chain two. Uh-oh. Okay. Chain two into that stitch, double crochet, chain two, there we go. Let me make that chain looser so I can get into it. There we go. Go right in there. I'm making a foundation chain. A double crochet foundation chain. 2. I'm just testing something. I probably should have been counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. I'll do 10. Right, that's 9. Okay. All right. So then, all right. So let's say I want to work into it, but I want, yeah, that's going to be my bottom right there. So, all right. So I work into it. Let's do a double crochet. Yeah, I'm going to chain 1 for height. That's not going to count as a stitch. Chain 1, do a double crochet into there, and then what do I want to do? Let's see. Okay, let's do this. This is one of my favorite patterns. Let's do a single crochet. Did I yarn over? I don't want to yarn over. Let's do a single crochet into this stitch, and then a double crochet into the next stitch, single crochet, double crochet, do a single, what time is it? It is 22:34, 10:34 p.m. Pacific time. I'm in California. Double crochet. What time zone are you on? Single crochet, double crochet. I think I like how this I think I like how this is looking. Double crochet. Wait a minute. I don't know if I was going through both loops, because that stitch that I just went into, okay, so I chained 1. I'm not making anything right now. I didn't go, okay, so let's go into this first. So chain 1 and then single crochet into that very first stitch, and then double crochet. Okay, there we go. So then I don't think I went into this whole stitch. There we go. Single, double crochet. Let's open the stitch up. There we go. Single crochet. It'll come together more as it gets bigger, but I want to see what this looks like because I might want to use this stitch pattern for something. Starting with the double crochet foundation chain instead of just doing chains. Make sure to go through that full stitch. So I like the texture that this is giving. I like that. I don't know if you can see it, but I like it. My big solar light is, I think it's at the end of its leg, because although it charges when I need to use it, it's dim and then it just goes out. Otherwise, I would have more light, and I don't feel like plugging in my ring light. Single crochet, double crochet. What's up, King? I think she's trying to make a purse. No. Focus, I know that's right. No, I'm not making anything right now. I'm just working on a stitch pattern for an upcoming jacket. I make jackets, dope jackets, cardigans, coats for all seasons. Like imagine this stitch pattern on a coat. A nice wool, but about this weight of yarn. You see how it's not too thick? 100% wool. Nice. Nice. That's gonna be fire. I like this. But I want to build it up a little more to see what it looks like in full. This is what I do. I like to just work on different stitches, different stitch patterns to see what I like. Okay, so, all right, so with this, all right, so, okay, chain, so I ended, I'm thinking when I use this pattern, I should do an odd number instead of an even number. I should do an odd number. So I did an even number for this practice. When I do it, I'll do an odd number. That way, my stitch on both ends will be the same. So this one I started on a single crochet, but I ended on a double crochet. And I want to start and end on the same stitch. So, okay, I need an odd number when I do this. It's coming together though. I like it. I like it. I could really see this in like a navy or a teal color wool, or even cotton. It doesn't have to be wool. That's just something I'm thinking about. Wait a minute. This is single crochet, double crochet. I don't know. This might be better with a cotton yarn, a bamboo. Yeah, this might be better. Single crochet. Did I mess up? No. Double. Single. Yeah, I like this. It looks like it has some texture, and it has, like it's airy, and it has a nice amount of stretch to it. It's got some good stretch. That's nice. Okay. And then the last stitch is single crochet. Chain one, turn. See how it kind of curves? Yeah, and yeah. So definitely need to do an odd. I like this though. Yeah, I like this. See how this end is a bit shorter. Let me do it like this. This end here isn't as tall as this one. That's why with this stitch pattern that I'm doing, they need to end on the same stitch so that they can stay the same height. So I like this. This is going to look really cute. This is going to be a cute jacket. And the thing about it, I can do it. I wonder, I don't think I can without messing up the live. Let's see. Maybe. Okay, cool. Um, so I can choose to do it vertical to where the pattern would look like that, or I could do it horizontal and the pattern would look like that. What's good, Brandy? Peace, peace. Thank you for subscribing. Yeah, I don't know. I do want to work it up a little more. As it works up more, you get to see it more. No, I think I want to try something different. I see what that looks like. I like that. I like that. That was with the double crochet. Here's where I started. I started here with a double crochet chain, double crochet foundation chain. This is where I started. Instead of just a regular chain, I'm going to do another one so you can see what I'm talking about. So when you crochet, you got to start off with a chain. And you can either do just some chains like this, just some chains. And then if you just do chains, then you just work into the chain. I always work into the back of my chains. See those humps right there? I always work into those because it gives a cleaner edge. It gives a cleaner edge for connecting, or it just looks better. Because otherwise you would just work into the front of the chain into the top, like into this is the front of the chain. So the way I work it, this is what the edge looks like. But if you don't work into the back like how I do it, you would just work into the top of the front of the chain, and it just doesn't look as neat. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So let's do some double crochets, and I'm just going to work into this chain with some double crochets. I haven't worked into a chain like this in so long. I do not like how it looks at all. It does not look neat. It doesn't look clean. But this is how a lot of people work into their chain. I think the more, I don't know, because I've seen some very advanced crocheters work into the chain like this still. So it just looks like this. And then the bottom of it looks like that. And that may not look like anything, you may, I don't know, whatever. But this is what it looks like. So let me show you the difference before I go into doing my foundation chain. So when you just do, you're welcome. I'm the girl that said I would love to meet you. Hey, what's good? Thank you, thank you. Hey, that's a cute color. What's up, T? Thank you. What you making? I'm not making anything, Brandy. I'm just working on stitch patterns for the next jacket or coat that I make. I want to know what I may do. Okay, so let's just make some chains. I should have, hold on, because I just want to turn that. I don't know if it'll let me. Okay. Am I live? Am I live? All right. So I just did some chains. Now, like I said, I work into these back humps back there. So I'll show you what that looks like. I'm going to do some double crochets into that back hump. I think I'm using a 5.25 millimeter hook. This is some used yarn. It's getting kind of fuzzy. It's getting kind of fuzzy. It's getting kind of fuzzy. All right, almost done, y'all. This looks so much neater. So much neater. I think y'all will be able to see the difference. Okay. Okay, so this is how it looks when you work into that back hump. You can clearly see the difference. And then this is what the bottom of it looks like. You can clearly see the difference, even just in this. And see, this is what the top looks like, and this is what the bottom. So it's so much neater when you need to connect more yarn, and even the stitches look neater. So that's why I work into that back hump when I make chains. But right now, I'm working on I'm working on different stitch patterns from a foundation chain. I can't wait for your Etsy store. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm excited too. I'm excited. Um, I'm excited. I'm still working out how I'm going to photograph my things because they're expensive. They are expensive. And so I just want to make sure that I market and brand my store properly because it is a high end store. Um, let's do, okay, so I'm doing a foundation chain. I did a double crochet. I think I wanna do another double crochet foundation chain. All right, so that's my base. That's what I'm working with, the double crochet foundation chain. So I'm gonna chain 2, yarn over, go into that first chains loop, and then double crochet. Chain 2, yarn over, go into there. So this is a foundation chain. This is where you're building out the foundation and making the chain however long. Sometimes I do by inches. Sometimes I do by number of chains, as far as like the measurements or however I'm constructing something. If I'm doing something by inches, I don't count I just lost myself. If I'm doing something by inches, I don't count the chains at all. I just will make however long I need and then measure it. And also when I do something by inches, I got to make sure, because once you add the chain, it gets stretchy. So when you're making clothes, you got to keep in mind that once it goes on the body, it's going to be stretched. So the measurements, when you're working by inches, it needs to meet whatever measurement stretched. Because if I make a chain, let's say I'm doing something and it needs to be 19 inches, and I make it 19 inches unstretched, depending on the yarn fiber, how much stretch it comes to, it can go to 21 or 22 inches stretched. So then it'll be too big for the body. Shit, I just lost myself again. All right, chain 2, yarn over. You can get a good fit either way, as long as you, like, if you're making something, if I'm making something custom, which I don't do custom work anymore. I don't do it anymore. But if I'm making something custom, I need very accurate measurements. And in the past, I've told people to go to a seamstress or an alterations place to get their measurements done. Um, just to get all measurements, because they've got to be so accurate, especially if it's somebody in a whole other state. But I don't do that anymore. All right, so this is what the foundation chain looks like. Double crochet foundation chain. And you see how it already has a nice texture. So from here, you can do something simple. It doesn't have to even be elaborate. You're awesome. And will you make a crochet hat? Um, Probably not. If I my niche, my brand is coats and jackets. Um, Now if I make a coat and it just screams it needs a hat to go with it, then I will make a hat for that particular coat, and it'll be sold as a set. But yeah, I don't make hats. I have. I don't. But it wouldn't be a beanie or something like that. It wouldn't be something like that. Yeah. Let me let me Oh, it's here. I was working on this. Actually goes under my bed. I just smashed it down. I kept it out and smashed it down because I have to put my zipper back on my jacket tomorrow. Okay. So this is a bomber. I named it a collegiate bomber jacket. like a Letterman bomber jacket. But this is my Earn Your Leisure bomber jacket that I made from I deconstructed a Earn Your Leisure t-shirt. So this is the back of it, assets over liability. This is wool, assets over liabilities. So that's the back of it. That's the collar. Here's the front. And I put the EYL University patch right there. So it's got a couple straps. This strap here is for my cell phone. But these straps, let me show you what these straps are for. These straps, right? So I have the jacket on and then I take it off because let's say it's got warm. I'm in California. And so it went from being fall in the morning to fucking summer in the afternoon. So I take my jacket off. I folded the arms in and I'm like, okay. Folded the arms in and then now I can just wear it on my back. And I can still have access to my phone. So now my jacket is on my back. And you still got did y'all see that? I don't know. Still got the Earn Your Leisure, right? So this one has buttons. And it's cropped. It's a bomber jacket, so bomber jackets are short. I washed it, so the wool gets tight like this once it's washed. It was like very loose. Was very loose. I've gained a little weight, but I'll be losing it, so it'll fit like it should by the time I need to wear it. I mean, I can still button it. Barely. Barely. I be forgetting about these boobs, man. Like I can button it around my waist, but once it get here, it's like smash city. So this is that, and then these are and so I can. It has pockets, but the pockets are strictly just for my hands. That's why I put this, because the pockets don't fit my phone. The pockets are just for my hands to go in. I know that's weird that I made pockets just for my hands, but because of how I constructed it, I just didn't want to make the pockets any deeper. So I put this here, and I like that. I really like that. So yeah, that's a little. So this is just one of the jackets that I've made. So this is the kind of stuff I make. This is the kind of stuff I make. So you can see this is how the wool gets tight when you wash it. Yeah, it gets, so this just makes it more durable. You know what I mean? It just makes it a lot more durable. It's going to last forever. So this is all wool. This is 100% wool. So assets over liability. And if you know the Earn Your Leisure, then with their t-shirts, this is on the front of the t-shirt, and their Earn Your Leisure EYL University patch is on the back of the neck. So that's where this is on the t-shirt. It's on the back of the neck. So I chose to put it on the front, like, like like a Letterman's jacket, and chose to put that on the back because, really where else would it go? So I sewed it on. I made this patch of wool, just a little rectangle, and then I sewed using yarn it onto the coat, and then using a white yarn I sewed this on to this. Yeah. Last winter when I wore this, like, I got so many compliments. So many compliments. See, this is the inside. I got so many compliments on this. And I did on here, I did a side seam, I did a side patch, 2 of them. So instead of just sewing up the front and the back seams, I made these 2 side patches, and then I sewed them up on the sides like that because I just wanted just more decorative elements, but these are functional because this is what connects the front and the back. And then you see how I just did top stitches, just, to bring it all together. I really like this. This is one of my California winter coats. I like it. I like it a lot. And then I have a longer one. This one is a mix of 100% wool and wool blend. And this one has a zipper. I took the zipper off tonight so I could put it back on properly, because I just kind of threw it on there last year when I made it. And tonight I also made the collar a little bit bigger. This one I did something fun with, I started to make a hood, but once I got here, I was like, I really like this. So, but let me show you it on. So this is also my California fall winter coat. And then I got to put the zipper back on. And this one has pockets also. This one got pockets. So this, I do it like this sometimes. I got to put the zipper back on, so don't mind that. But sometimes I'll do it like this when I wear it, like if I want to cover my ears from this ferocious wind. But it goes like this. It just sits up like that, right? So I'm thinking about adding like some kind of button situation right here. Because you see it's not a full hood, but I like this. I really, really like this. It worked so well for me. Last year, it was perfect. So I like it. I love it a lot with the big sleeves and the tight cuff. This is a wool blend. This is 100% wool. And I think like, oh, the pockets are also 100% wool. And then the overall coat is a wool blend. Yep, the coat is a wool blend. So that's this. Yes. Love it. This one is so comfy. And it does have a long zipper. I got to put the zipper back on. Yeah. It's the back of it. And this is what that little hood situation looked like. Really, really cute. I like making coats better than anything else. That's creative. Thank you. That's cute. Looks so cozy. It is cozy. It is very, very cozy. Yeah. I like stuff like that. Because, it's not a whole lot of what you see. You see a lot of the really summer and spring, and that's what a lot of people like to crochet. The summer, oh dang, the summer and springtime crochet. But I like making heavier crochet items. Like I like making full garments, full, thick constructions. Because I look at it like this: crochet is expensive, and you can make it cheaper and cheaper and cheaper by doing hats. And then to make them cheaper, you got to do them fast, right? Like this one little girl, she make the cat ear beanies, and I think she was able to do one in 26 minutes to get it down like under $40. And that's just not worth it for me. And then I don't use acrylic. It's just not worth it for me to make. It's just not worth it for me. But then also, when you aim for that market, you really like right now, there are a lot of Dollar Trees going out of business, 99-cent store going out of business. Like when your market are people who can barely afford their life, you're not planning to be in business for a long, 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 long time because you're dependent on people who have a poverty mindset. So that means everything they spend is in debt. And so I just don't like to do business like that. I'd rather aim for the people who got several pair of Christian Louboutin, people who like to, buy high end clothing because they're going to appreciate nice, good, luxury handmade crochet with natural fibers. They're going to appreciate everything that goes into it and the construction and even the design and things like that. So, like with my jackets, I did get them priced, and they're not going to look at a $1,600 or $1,700 price tag and think, "What the," you know. So I'd just rather make coats and go all out. And plus, I feel like my creativity isn't as restricted if I when I make coats as it is when I'm making other little things. So let's do a chain one. What if one of my favorite stitches is the half double crochet? So let's do a chain. Let's do let's do a chain two, but that's not going to count as a stitch. That's just for height. and then into the first stitch I want to do a half double crochet. I'm going to try something different. Alright, so we're doing half double crochets in every stitch. Let's see what this looks like. What the heck? I might have messed up somewhere because I can't see. But that's alright. I'll be able to. Oh yeah, I did. Somewhere back here. Somewhere back there I messed up. But that's okay. I'm not making anything. Okay, right there is okay. I messed up somewhere along the line. Somewhere along the line. Okay, so let's just try and do a chain one. Let's do a chain one. Go into that first stitch, half double crochet, half double crochet into the second. Okay, so here's the stitch right there. Yup, half double. Here's the stitch. What I want to do for this one, when I get to the second row, or technically the third row, I want to do a ribbon. Was that a half double? Yeah. I want to do a ribbon. I want to go into the back loop. I want to go into the back loop of the half double. And that'll be my repeat of every row after that. Back loop only. That is, this yarn is so fuzzy. Where's the stitch? Mm-mm. Okay. Have I been messing up with all of these? I don't know. It looks okay. It look alright to me. Okay. Um, there's so much you can do with crochet. So much you can do with yarn. I don't think so. I think I added some extras, but we'll see. I just wanna get through this and see what the back loop only is gonna look like with this foundation chain. All right, so chain one. Okay, so we got the loops right there. So I'm gonna go into the back loop, which is the one furthest away from me. Just go into the back loop and do a half double crochet all the way down. So when you do this and then you turn and do it again, it creates a ribbed effect. It's typically done on like waistbands or cuffs, but you can also do it in the body of whatever you're making, a sweater or something. It can be the full construction of the sweater or a skirt, whatever you're doing. And it doesn't have to be, it can be any stitch, single crochet, double crochet. I'm doing half double crochet. It can be any stitch. Even slip stitch. You can even do slip stitch. Well, no, not slip stitch. You can rotate between one of the other stitches, and then the next row can be a slip stitch, and then the next row can be whatever stitch you're doing in the back loop only. You'll be able to see it after I get this row. You'll be able to see what I'm talking about. All right, this is the last stitch. All right, one more. The last stitch of the row, I usually go through both loops just to square it off. So you see it a little bit right there, how it gives that right there. So now I'm going to go into the back loop again. Wait, I just increased. Not that it matters. It's not like I'm making anything. Okay, so now I'm going into the back loop again. You'll be able to see it. I like how this looks on the body. I probably should make a sweater in the back loop only or something. I never have. I've used it for cuffs, waistbands, but I do like when I see people make sweaters, especially if it's a cropped sweater. So cute. Done in the back loop only. See it? Starting to come together. I think this is one that you really got to build out a few rows. Because that's what gives it the interest. Because it's just a basic half double crochet, you know. But what gives it the interest is going into the back loop only or front loop only, whichever one you're doing. As of lately, the last few things I've made, I've actually not used this for my waistband or cuffs. I've used, what did I use on this one? I've used the post, the front post, back post, because it's thicker and chunkier. So I've used that for my waistbands and cuffs as of lately. I think it's been, I don't think I've used back loop only for my waistband or anything since like 2019. It's been a minute. Maybe 2020. It's been a minute. So you see how you can see it, how it has that. You see how it's convexed and concaved. So as it builds out more and more and more, that's what it'll have, that ribbed effect right there. I'll do one more row so you could really see it. This yarn is done for. That's why I'm working with you. Because you're not going on any finished garment, baby. You are tattered. bit. I probably, this poor yarn. This poor yarn's like, what are you doing to me? Okay, I want to get through this. I like how, I mean, I like how the foundation, I like how that foundation row just looks like ruffles at the end of it. That is so cute. That's really cute. I like that. Oh, you know what? I could see this built out. I can kind of see that being a cute little skirt or something. And then emphasize it more by just going in when it's all done and just emphasizing the ruffles more by making actual ruffles. That would be cute. That would be cute. That would really be cute. Yeah, that would be cute. Like a little A-line skirt fitted at the hips and then flared out with the ruffles. That would be cute. hmm Even the top. I like that. I like that. So that's the foundation chain. Yeah. This is what I've been doing. Let me show you. This is what I've been doing. So, oh, well, there's my light. So it looks like that's the end of the string. There's my light. That's it, y'all. So we're going to call it a good night. Thanks for hanging out with me on this late night live. Peace out, y'all. Say your prayers. Go to bed. Because that's what I'm about to do. Good night. Peace, y'all.